So is the Rey movie being done? Man, I don't know. That's the question for the century. They just removed the movie from the 2026 release date, and nobody knows what's going on. So here's my thought. They brought in the new guy to write 10, 11, 12, the trilogy, and I think he wants to use Rey in those movies. But Charmin Obaid-Chinoy has Rey for this one movie, and I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to kick Charmin Obaid-Chinoy out and let the other guy use her in the 3 movies, or what's going to happen. I saw an article today, and it's from Rolling Stone, and I wanted to share it with you. Everybody loves Rolling Stone. So let me pull it up real quick. From rollingstone.com, it says Star Wars removes Rey-focused movie from the 2026 release date. Film revolving around continued adventures of Daisy Ridley character had shuffled screenwriters since it was first announced in April of 2023. Man, that's crazy. There she is. C-3PO always gets in the shots. He's in every single episode of every single thing that's Star Wars related, it seems like. I wonder if he's going to show up on the Skeleton Crew. The Star Wars Cinematic Universe has put yet another planned film on the back burner as a movie revolving around Daisy Ridley's Rey has been removed from its placeholder 2026 release date. I actually think I heard a rumor saying that they wanted to release it in 2027 because that was the 50th anniversary of the original Star Wars. So I don't know if that's the end game or not, but that's what I heard as a rumor. The untitled movie, which would have seen the character from episodes 7, 8, and 9 continuing her journey as she builds a new Jedi Order, was first announced at the Star Wars Celebration Europe event in April 2023. The film was later given a release date of December 18, 2026. However, in the 18 months since it was announced, the Charmin Obaid-Chinoy directed film has cycled through writers as original screenwriters David Lindelof and Justin Britt Gibson were replaced by Peaky Blinders writer Stephen Knight, who also left the project in October. No replacement was ever announced, and it's unclear if the Rey-focused film is still in development. Oh boy. In place of the postponed Star Wars film, Disney handed Ice Age 6 the December 18, 2026 release date, Variety reports. Who doesn't like Ice Age? Yay, Ray Romano. Since the release of Solo, A Star Wars Story in 2018, the franchise has struggled to bring any more films to the big screen, with other stalled projects including the Rian Johnson-led trilogy, a different trilogy by Game of Thrones showrunner David Benioff and David B. Weiss, a series-turned-movie revolving around Donald Glover's Lando Calrissian, and a Rogue Squadron film helmed by Patty Jenkins. Now, why did they say it was a Rian Johnson-led trilogy? I thought it was J.J. Abrams who did 2 of the movies, and Rian Johnson only did the middle one. So I wonder why they would say that it was a... Oh, he was supposed to lead more trilogies, but they canceled him. That's why. Thank goodness. I did not like that middle one by Rian Johnson at all. However, the other 2 movies announced at Star Wars Celebration Europe, a feature-length film for The Mandalorian and Grogu, as well as director James Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi film, are still on course. Yay, I want to see Dawn of the Jedi. With a May 22, 2026 and a 2027 release date, respectively. Additionally, the franchise just enlisted X-Men screenwriter Simon Kinberg to develop his own trilogy. Man, it seems like 2026 and 2027 are so far away. I mean, it's only 2024, about to be 2025. And it just seems like, I know it takes a while to do all this stuff, but it just is crazy. But, oh well. So what are your thoughts on this? I think that, like I said before, that there's some kind of issue where they're pushing these writers away. The writers aren't doing what the directors Charmin Obey-Chinoy or Kathleen Kennedy want them to do, and they can't make everything mesh like it should, and so they're just leaving. I'm sure they're frustrated. You know, they write. I know that Stephen Knight wrote 3 or 4 revisions to his script, and they kept sending it back, and they kept, adding more things. I heard they added it to where they didn't want any mention of Luke Skywalker or any of the Skywalkers in this new movie with Charmin Obey-Chinoy, and it's ridiculous because that's where Rey's coming from. That was the guy she looked up to in the movies. 7, 8, 9. That's who she was looking for the whole time, and they don't want her to mention anything at all about it. That, and she gave her last name as Skywalker at the very end of 9. That just blows my mind that they would do something like that. It just does. And then we have Simon Kinberg brought into the mix to do 10, 11, 12. And he's saying he wants to use Daisy Ridley in those movies. But Charmin Obey-Chinoy is doing her own movie, and there's such a conflict between those two. I'm sure sparks are probably flying at Disney right now, Lucasfilm. They're trying to figure out what's going on. Are they going to even keep Charmin Obey-Chinoy on? Because if this Rey movie keeps getting pushed back, it's almost like, what's the point? Just give her to, Simon Kinberg and let him do the thing. I'm interested to see how Charmin Obey-Chinoy would put Star Wars together in a movie. A nice way of saying it, I guess. And, for me, Simon Kinberg, he's got the chops. He's done the action movies. He's done the X-Men movies. He's done a lot of action adventure movies. He's doing one now. It's a biopic, I think, of Bob Dylan. I don't know if that would help him with Star Wars, but, he's actively out there doing stuff. Charmin Obey-Chinoy, she's been doing these, movies like for women's rights, basically. And I don't know how that would translate to the Star Wars screen. So that's all I wanted to say is this yo-yoing of, is Rey going to be produced? Is it going to come out? Oh no, they pushed it back on the back burner. Oh, it's coming out now. Disney's saying, yes, we're going through with it. All of a sudden, all the writers quit, and then they're pushing it back again on the back burner. And it's insanity. Isn't that insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results? Well, looks that way to me. Anyway, if you have not been watching The Skeleton Crew, I think it's really great. And if you want to know one of the big Easter eggs I saw in the first Skeleton Crew episodes, check this out. This video will tell you what it is. What is it? I don't know. You got to watch the video. Watch it. It's really good. I liked it. I made it. Anyway, if you're liking my content, please subscribe. I appreciate it. And like this video. And remember, the Force will be with you always.